Hey there, comic compadres. This is Mark with ChicosComics. Thanks for jumping in today. I'm going to be doing a 2-book CGC unboxing that I submitted a couple of weeks ago. Unboxing a Golden Age GRAIL and checking out a couple of raw books that I picked up at an estate sale. Thanks for jumping in today, compadres. I wanted to start off with the CGC book unboxing. I submitted 3 different tiers a couple of weeks ago to CGC, and this is the unlimited value tier that just came back. It's 2 books that I sent in that tier, so pretty much now anything over $1,000 has to be submitted in this new tier. They kind of nixed the $1,000 to $3,000 tier back in May. So, you know, pretty much at this point, if your book's over $1,000, just submit it with the unlimited value. But these books, I did check the grades. I was very pleased with the grades. This was part of the Silver Age comic book collection that I bought back in February. If you haven't checked that video out, you can check it out either somewhere here or maybe just check out the link. But these 2 books are great Marvel Silver Age keys. Both of them are first appearances. I pressed and cleaned these myself. I was very pleased with the grades, right around my estimates. And I want to start off today with Fantastic Four issue 48, first appearance of the Silver Surfer and Galactus in cameo. 5.0 off-white to white pages. Very happy with this grade. I was estimating somewhere around that 5.0, but I was hoping maybe a 5.5 on a good day. It does have a lot of multiple creases in this corner, which I think held it back a little bit, and then just very small pieces of tape on both the edges that look like they've been there for about 60 years. But regardless, great book. I've never owned this book before. Just beautiful. Other books from this collection have been getting the white pages. I was optimistic this might get white pages, but regardless, extremely happy to add this to the personal collection. Looks like a couple of Newton rings. I didn't check the slab yet. Want to make sure that that isn't cracked, but yeah, no, you know, these ones look pretty good right now. And the second big book here, you know, nice Silver Age GRAIL, is going to be Avengers issue 4, first Silver Age appearance of Captain America and Bucky. Beautiful Jack Kirby art. I love this iconic cover. You know, Captain America finally coming back into the Silver Age of Marvel Comics. Cream to off-white pages on this one. I was actually surprised about the cream pages. I was thinking maybe off-white. This one had multiple large creases running across. I was able to press them out pretty well. Back of the book, I think, presents great. This is an excellent book. And one of the new things that CGC is doing that I have grown to appreciate the last couple of submissions is they're now adding high-resolution scans just to the verification. You can, of course, pay for the high-resolution scans. I think it's $5 per book, and they'll get emailed to you. But not being able to just look up the verification code on CGC's website and see those 2 high-resolution scans is nice. You know, I think if you're purchasing a book, being able to verify it and get that really, you know, high-resolution look at a book before you buy it is probably the most advantageous thing about it. So, yeah, thanks CGC for adding that. Okay, so the next 2 books I wanted to talk about, I picked up at an estate sale. I actually drove 3 hours to this estate sale just because of the sheer magnitude of the books they were offering. They had a ton of Fantastic Four, including Fantastic Four 48, 52. I think they started as low as issue 28 or 29 out there, and a whole mix of other comics. A ton of Silver Age X-Men, a ton of, let me think, just a lot of various titles. Unfortunately, with estate sales, they don't give you pricing ahead of time, but you know, for me, it was on a very slow day of work that I could take off. So I ended up taking that day off, which was fun because I actually picked up one of the books that I have been hunting for almost a year and a half now. I've just been trying to find a solid price. This is, of course, Batman 181, the first appearance of Poison Ivy. This iconic Carmen Infantino art is just beautiful. I have always been fond of this cover. I love the racer border, the topping on these older Batman issues, and I've been slowly building my Batman's Rogues gallery, and this is a piece of that puzzle that I've been wanting for a long time. It is complete with the centerfold. This issue presents beautifully. It does have a fairly large tape pull on Robin, which, you know, for me personally doesn't bother me too much because it doesn't really obstruct any of the arts. You can really appreciate everything. Poison Ivy, of course, being the most prominent feature of this with that green that just stands out so nice on this cover. And so what did I pay for this book? I ended up, okay, so real quick, I'll step back. Everything was maybe 10 times the fair market value price at this place. They had a Fantastic Four 48 raw, maybe about a 50, 60 at $5,000. I think I had a couple of pictures and videos that I'll show over here that'll show some of those prices. So everything was astronomical. There was several of us comic book guys waiting out there to get inside, and you know, we were all collectors. That's, you know, we were able to talk the talk, and we knew about the pricing of these books, and they were just astronomical. This book though was one of the very few that wasn't. She had it listed at $650. She actually came down to $350. You know, I just, you know, talked to her and I threw that number out. I said, you know, you have this priced at $650, I'll offer you $350. And she, without hesitation, accepted that offer. Similar to this other Silver Age Key, first appearance of King, hot book. This one is lower grade, maybe a 3.0, 3.5, maybe after a good press. But she had it listed at $350 and I offered her $200. It does have a few tears on the spine and stuff and a little bit of water damage, and she took the $200 without hesitation. So both of these books, great books, $550. I think I did pretty well on that. And so I hope that emphasizes the fact that always make an offer. You know, the worst they can do is say no. Yeah, I had invested a lot of time making that 3-hour drive. I was the first person in line, but I'm glad I did. You know, I picked up those 2 books. It was going to be a slow day at work anyways. You know, I felt like I made the most out of it. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to unbox is this Golden Age Grail. I almost said Silver Age. This book is from 1940. This is an absolute grail of mine that I plan on having for years and years to come. I bought this through a live stream sale through Newsstand Comic Collector. If you've seen John, he used to host the sales on GRAIL's Comics, which I have bought books before. Yeah, he has since switched over to Newsstand Comic Collector, and he was hosting Jordy from Marveled Comics, Marveled_Comics, I believe it is. Check him out if you're not following him on Instagram, because this guy just always packs excellent Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age books. He's very good with his grading. I bought a couple of things from him in the past, but nothing of this caliber. This was a pricey book. A little bit of restoration, which I'll talk about, but something that is just a huge piece of my collection. I've been talking about my Batman Rogues galleries, and you know, that is what I'm working on. I love everything Batman, Joker, you know, their entire Rogues gallery, the mythos. I grew up on Batman the Animated Series. That's probably instilled a lot of this. And so over the last couple of years, I've been building up my Rogues gallery collection. Let me take a moment while I unbox this, because Jordy, you did a excellent job boxing this guy. Thank you so much. It arrived safely from what I've seen so far. Okay, you all. It is time to unbox this bad boy. I am so excited to see this book. I was originally gonna pay this off on a payment plan. I couldn't help myself. I said, you know what, screw it. Let me just pay this off in full. I'll get a couple of books sold in the next month or so and recoup a little bit of my cost on this boy. But wow, okay, let's see. It's packaged very well. Let's open you up all the way. Come on. Okay, guys, as I pull this final tab out, I'll just preface this last unveiling by saying there's one book from Batman's Rogues Gallery that will probably be way far out of my financial reach, at least for the foreseeable future. So what better yet to do than obtaining a second appearance, oh man, this is beautiful, of one of Batman's most iconic villains, if not most iconic superhero villains in history, and that would be Joker. Second appearance of Joker, second appearance of Catwoman. Wow, Batman issue 2, July 1940, summer issue. Excellent, man, I'm just blown away. This thing is beautiful. Just such a beautiful cover. Bob Kane art, Jerry Robinson, Bill Finger, just mwah. This is incredible. I am so grateful to have picked this up. Wow. To be honest, the first person I'm really going to share this with is probably my grandpa. I'll probably be calling him, showing him a book that is almost as old as he is. So, wow. I have a single page from Batman issue 1 up over here. It does feature Selina Kyle, Batman and Robin in both sides of the page on all panels. But this is just something else. I'll be getting this out of the Mylar here after I film this video and really taking a nice in-depth look of this. Just an absolute grail. This is incredible. What a piece of history. Believe the CGC census is 142 blue labels, including the qualified and the restored, somewhere around 230, 240. I'll check it up and put it over here. But beautiful. Does have a little bit of restoration, removable restoration, including a little bit of color touch. This was all, of course, detailed thoroughly before I purchased the book. A couple of tear seals. I was recommended a couple of different individuals who can do some restoration removal. And so I've been on the fence, you know, should I go ahead and submit it? Jordy is very good with his grading. He was estimating around a 4.0, maybe a 4.5 on this book. Definitely lower after it gets the restoration removed, but you know, what would you guys do? Would you guys just go ahead and submit as is, get that purple label, something a little higher grade, or get the restoration removed? Regardless, wow, I'm in no rush. I'm gonna have this boy for a long time, and just love the trade dress on here, the 10-cent cover. Batman, Robin, the spotlight, just beautiful, prominent red. Before I start crying, comic compadres, thank you guys so much for jumping in. This was a very special unboxing. I got to add 2 books that I have just been dying to add to the collection. Excellent, just so over the moon, and I appreciate y'all kind of sharing that journey with me today. That was pretty awesome. If you like the content, guys, please drop us a like, a comment. Let me know what you're picking up. Let me know what you think about the restoration versus the blue label, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, compadres.